and welcome back to the Yarn Chicken. My name is Elizabeth and I wanted to show you my current works in progress, one finished object and some new purchases that I've made. So let's get started with my finished objects. I finished my version of the melon drama socks by Charlotte Stone, so Stone Knits. So these took just about a week to knit. I will be posting a project vlog for these so you can see what happened and how I fared with them. I am now, this is one wear in and it has pilled quite a lot. So I want to see how they handle, oh god, they also pick up a lot of fuzz from the floor and hair from the floor. That is definitely my fault. But I want to see how these wash and how they wear over time. So I'm very happy with how they look. They are very loud, aren't they? I did make contrasting cuffs and heels and toes for them to use up the yarn and also to have some fun with it. I knit these on a 3mm needle and I used a DPN set to make them. I have been thinking about different ways of using small needle sizes for colour work, and this was one of my experiments that I had made for myself in my autumn curriculum, and I'm very happy with how I made these. I'm not happy with the yarn as of today, but I'm happy with what they are. My floats, I will show you. They look quite neon against themselves. Oh, and yes, you can see on the inside that it has felted together very much too. So you can see this side is quite clear and this side is a lot fuzzier. And these socks are very warm. This is a sport weight, is that the name? It's the next size up from a fingering weight. And I basically took the pattern from Charlotte Stone's book Joyful Colourwork Socks, and then I used that for the sock, but I used my own sock recipe, so how I do the cuff and how I do the heel. This was actually my first time doing a slipped stitch heel, and I think I like it. I don't have any clear opinions on it just yet. And then I decreased after the heel flap and gusset and then knit 3 more repeats of the watermelon, and then I did my standard toe. I think I'm going to be implementing a new toe as well, because I have felt like this toe is a bit too pointy. So I think I will try another toe construction where the decreases are more even, because now the decreases, you can see, are made on each side and they make a very clear toe seam. It works fine, but I think I want to try another construction. The floats are quite even. I am not terribly unhappy with the tension. I have, however, one issue with the floats, and that is that some of them are very long. I didn't catch my floats for the very longest parts, so at its widest I think the floats are over 3 centimeters or something, and some of them I catch with my toes when I put them on, and that is not something that is ideal, I feel. So for my next pair of colourwork socks I would have to figure out how to catch my floats. I would also like to figure out a way of working colourwork socks for my regular sock yarn, because this is thicker than I would normally want to use. I prefer a fingering weight yarn, and this is the next size up, or the next thickness up. So this isn't ideal. These are very, very warm. I wore them in my boots yesterday. We were visiting a museum and we did some walking, not a lot. I didn't hike in these, but these were very warm. At the end of the day, they felt almost overstimulatingly warm for the weather that we have now. I think these will be great for December. So these I'm definitely taking when we are going to the northern parts of Norway right after Christmas, which I'm very happy about. So these are going to be great for that, if they survive the washes and wears that I have planned until then. But this is my first finished object. This is my only finished object at the moment. But I have another nearly finished object that I just have to get on with. So if you have seen my previous knitting podcasts, I have been working on the Cascade tank top. This is a cabled tank top that is ribbed, that I'm knitting for my mother. I had originally planned to have this finished for her birthday. Her birthday was a week ago, and I thought that I would just have to finish the hem, wash it and block it, and sew in the last few ends. But then I had her try it on her birthday, so she has already received it. But we noticed that the armholes are a bit too large and the neckline is a bit too deep. So we thought how to make it fit better for her is not to remove length from the shoulder strap in the front, but to actually remove it in the back, to sort of hike up the front a bit and to shorten the overall circumference of the armhole. So I am going to take 3 or 4 centimeters from the back part of the strap and move the front back and graft them together. I will have to do some very quick increasing from the top of the shoulder down to where this part hits, so it doesn't look chopped up. And then she liked the length. I like the length too. She has a pair of linen trousers that are going to work great with this, and they hit her, they flare out just below the hip. So this sitting right at her hip is a very good length. So I'm going to make sure that this length that we have now is retained after taking away those 4 centimeters in the back, and also after washing this, because I haven't washed it yet. So what I will do now is pop it in the washing machine tomorrow when I have the laundry room, to see how much, if anything, this shrinks or grows, and then I will shorten the straps accordingly and finish up with a hem. The hem for this, I think I will just knit 1 round in a knit stitch to make it flip, because this purled stitch is going to contrast against the knit, make it flip on itself, and then knit a few centimeters on the back side, so to say, and then sew it down into the stitches that I have here on the front. And then that will make a hem that is stretchy, because I haven't really bound anything off. I have just sewn it down into itself, and my mother can use this without being worried that something might snag or break. I knit this in a double XL to fit my mother's bust circumference, and I haven't knitted as long as, I mean, I guess I haven't knitted as long as they expect you to or recommend you do, because I have 2 balls of yarn left. This is 3 balls of yarn, and I will need, what, a fourth of a ball to make the hem and to finish crafting the sleeve or the shoulder straps together. So I don't know where they got that measurement from, or that yarn quantity at all. But this is a pattern by Lene Rix. It's a Danish designer, as far as I can tell, and it's knit with the Sandnes Garn tynn in this denim blue, greyish blue that is quite prevalent in my mother's wardrobe, so it's going to fit in very well for her. So this is something that I just have to get on with. But since this was such a long project and I really put in the hours for this, I'm giving myself a few more days before I pick it up again, but I'm not giving myself an entire week, because I've had a week. Tomorrow I'm washing it, and then Wednesday maybe I have to start this, because if I don't start this now, it's just going to languish. And this is a gift. My mother has already been gifted this. I can't just keep it forever, and I don't want to keep it because it's not bringing me any joy anymore. It will bring me joy when I see my mother wearing it, but it's not bringing me any joy making it anymore. The cables were fun. The shoulder construction in the back, the shaping, that was interesting to see, because I think I learned a few things. But then the body, after I had finished everything and joined in the round, oh my god, that was just an absolute slog. I mean, it's just the same. Everything just up and down for hours and hours and hours. So this will be finished soon, but not today. And then I have one more work in progress that I'm currently actively working on. I'm just really on a sock trip at the moment. I want to make socks, and it's all that I want to make. So I saw that Cool Stitches has a pattern of gingham socks, and I think that they are adorable. So when I placed the order for this yarn, I also bought the Järbo Tencel Raggi. So instead of a nylon mix, this is a wool and tencel mix. So the fibre, the cellulose from wood, that is tencel or lyocell. And these are the colours that I bought. However, these are not the colours that I thought I bought, because if you look at the website, at the photo that they present, this looks a lot more yellow. And when I bought this, when I got it, I was honestly very disappointed, because this is a diarrhea brown. And this brown is beautiful. I really like it. It looks like a serious colour, but this makes me think of diapers, and that is unfortunate. So I'm trying to gaslight myself into thinking that these together make for a pattern that is retro 70s, or that are sort of what actually has helped me with this color combination is thinking about the person that I think will be getting these as a gift. If I like the end results and I feel like I can actually give it to her. It's one of my sisters-in-law who really likes her Barber jacket, and these colours I feel go very well with the Barber jacket aesthetic, because they have that manner out on the property in the Wellington boots, being cozy vibe. So that is what I want this to be. So you can see I finished the shaft. I'm on the slip stitch heel again. This is something that I'm trying. Normally I would just do a stockinette stitch, but this construction is something I want to try. And I will then I will knit the gusset, and then I will pick up for the foot. So it will have a similar construction. It will have the same fit as this sock, only in a different stitch pattern. So this is completely freehand, and it's knit on a magic loop 3mm needle for me to practice. If I hate how this looks when it's finished, then I won't knit a second one. This will be everything I learned, and I will be happy with having finished one sock out of this, and then I will figure something out to do with this greenish brown. This brown, I know that I will find something to do. This will make a beautiful pair of why am I always losing that word? These will make a beautiful pair of socks with a texture. Is that the word I'm looking for? I think so. But this, I don't know. This needs a contrast colour that makes you not think of baby poo. So that is my second work in progress. So today is a fairly quick episode, but I wanted to update you, and then I also wanted to show you what I have bought, because I have a very specific plan. So knitting this, I really enjoyed it. I liked the tension that I was able to get. I liked the colour selection. I liked the thickness. But then I wore the socks and I saw how much they pilled, and I don't know that I love it anymore, this yarn. I should have worn and washed these before buying more of this yarn, but I bought more of the yarn because I want to make a pair of wicked socks. I bought, so this is again from Järbo, the Lindgren Wikland Astrid Lindgren collaboration. This is a 75% wool and 25% polyamide superwash sock yarn. It's recommended to knit with a 4mm needle. I'm not doing that. This is going to be a 3mm needle work. And I bought Mattis Skogen, which is the forest where Ronja Ravadotter, so Ronja the robber's daughter, lives. Her father is called Mattis. He's the robber king, one of the robber kings. This is Pappa's paraply, so Dad's umbrella. So this is the umbrella that Madicken uses to fly with, where she breaks her arm or leg or something, because children can't fly. Children are stupid. Fun and great, but also very stupid. And this is Lisa's lamb, who is Lisa in? Don't know. It's a lamb. I bought 2 of these because this is for Glinda, the white portion of the Wicked poster, and then the Pappa's paraply for Elphabas, and this obviously is Elphaba. And then I bought the pink one as well because this is Lotta's Bamsen pink. So this is Lotta på Bråkmakargatan, Lotta on Troublemaker Street. Yeah, Troublemaker Street. That is so funny. This is the colour of her stuffed animal that she says is a bear or a dog, but is very much a pink pig. So this is the colour of that. So I was thinking that I might knit one of the contrast pieces. So for example, the cuff or the toe or the heel with the pink, but I haven't decided yet because I created a pattern. I created a chart with stitch fiddle for the original poster for the musical Wicked, not the movie but the musical, and I wanted to knit a pair of socks for the premiere of the second part of the Wicked movie because I really liked the first movie. Is it the same as the musical? Definitely not. But is it close enough for me to be very happy about it? Yes. It's It's not a substitute, but it is a good option. If you don't want the exact same thing, you would be happy. Anyway, so I have made the chart. I'm now thinking about the construction. I think I want to try two different constructions. And since I do know what gauge I can meet and that I like the fit with a 3mm needle, I'm fairly confident that I can actually make this work in a month. So you will have to see what I get up to. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click the like button or look at some of my other videos, my other knitting podcast videos, or any of my other videos. I hope you have a great day and that you take care of yourself, and I will see you next time. Bye.